Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti KHALISA binti Muhammad Latif, MDA 2207078. Here I will be presenting about data collection. First, sampling method. We chose a non-random sampling method, which is convenient sampling, because first it saves our time since we are studying it, we need data in a tight timeline. Second, minimal cost needed. Since we don't have to travel, or we are not planning we don't have any extension planning. Third, not require much experience. Next is data collection method. We done this by online survey. First, it is easier for us to reach target audience since we are using WhatsApp as our platform to reach our target audience. Second, Google Form as online survey tool. As our past experience, Google Form do help us so much to the questionnaire. Third, audience can respond anytime they want. Fourth, respondent as anonymous. Here.
For question 1, which is what is your height range, we can see that from 30 students of KPMI Molek, the highest frequency is from height range 151 to 160 cm, and the lowest one is from 141 and 150 cm, which is 4. And then we'll calculate the lower boundaries, upper boundaries, class width, which is 10, and then the midpoint, where we lower limit plus with the upper limit divided by 2. And then we find the cumulative frequency and fx, which is frequency times by midpoint, and the total we got is 4825. For question 1 graph, we present it in OGIF graph, where we can see that the cumulative frequency is increasing from 0, 4, 16, 24, and 30. We analyze this data by finding the fx, which is the total 4825, x squared, fx squared with the total 778768, and the position to make sure that we can find the mean, median, mode, standard deviation, COV, and squeeness. After calculating, we got the mean answer is 160.83, mode 157.67, and the median, we got the answer from 50th position, where the height range is 151 to 160, and the answer is 160.17. And lastly, the standard deviation is 9.57. Move on to coefficient of variation, we got the answer for 5.95%. For Pearson measures of skewness, we got the shape of distribution is positively skewed, where the PSK is equals to 0.3302.
How often do you exercise in a week? So here is an option for the answer. Once a week, 2 to 3 times a week, 4 to 5 times, and 6 to 7 times a week. And we have a total frequency which is 30. 30 is the total number of students who had answered this survey. So here is an OGIF graph of student KPMI Molek who had exercised in a week. At the x-axis we have a lower boundaries class, and at the y-axis we have a cumulative frequency. This is a data analysis. The total frequency is 30, the total cumulative distribution function is 75, and the total of fx2 is 251.5. For the mean equal to 2.5. For the mode calculation, model class is 1 time equal to 1.4. For the mode, and for the median, 30 divided by 2 equal to 50. For the standard deviation is equal to 1.46. Coefficient of variation equal to 58.4%. And the last one is Pearson measure of skewness, PSK, equal to 0.75. Interpretation is positively skewed because PSK more than 0. So the graph shows the positive skew.
Next, we move to the third question, which is how much water do you drink every day? The data is water level range. This is the data presentation. It have water level range, frequency, class boundaries, lower and upper, class mark, midpoint, and cumulative frequency. The total respondent that we have is 30 respondent, and the highest frequency it came from 500 milliliters until 1000 milliliters. This is histogram graph of water level in a day. As we can see, the highest frequency from the class boundaries, and the lowest frequency from the class boundaries. The highest is 14, and the lowest is only 1 frequency. Table show the data analysis that have water level range, frequency, midpoint, and also position. The highest frequency is came from 500 until 1000, and the lowest it came from 0 until 500. The median position is 15th position, and the total frequency is 13. The model class is 500 and the mode 842.29 milliliters. Most of the students drink 842.29 milliliters of water every day. And the median class is 500 and median class is 1005 milliliters. The standard deviation is 400 and 38.45 and 45. This is the percent measure of screeners. We use the median method to find the final answer, and the final answer is 0.68, and is the positively skewed because it's more than 0. So as the graph shown, the sketch graph shown, this is the positive skew. We have mean, median, and mode. Okay.
For question 8, have you had a definite fear that you might gain weight? Based on our data presentation that we collected among our KPM IMOLIC students, for level low, we have 8 number of students, followed by moderate, 10 students, and 12 number of students in height level. Factors for fear of gaining weight. First, social rejections. Students become anxious to get along with their peers as some of their peers reject them because of their appearances. Here, the victim of being rejected, they tend to have lack skill of communication. The other one is they will always be alone since they scared of getting judged again and they do not want to go out from that comfort zone. Next is traumatic personal experiences. In past experiences, they've been teased at home, school, or workplace for their weight or appearance. Here, we usually heard about body shaming, right? Still, until today, people get body shamed by others about how their body was like. For me, these people should be respectful and have same equality like us. There's no need to judge them based on what their appearance. Maybe some of the victims that have experienced this before might not getting out from their house or meet new people. This will lead them to have worsened health and reduced quality of life.
Next, I will continue to the next question. But before that, my name is FIRZANAH binti Muhammad Azmi with ID number MDA2207015. So, I will explain about my data. My data is Body Measurement Index of KPM IMOLIC student. From the bar graph, I would say my data is qualitative data. Right now, I'm going to summarize from the writer report. Data shows that there are 22 out of 30 students got normal BMI, which is the highest category in this bar graph. Because we believe most of them practice healthy habits in their daily routine. Besides that, as we can see, there are 5 students got underweight BMI because they might have a poor mental health that affect a person's body image and appetite. Next, overweight BMI got 3 students. In my opinion, I think they eat more calories than they burn through their physical activities such as playing futsal, playing football, walking around KPM IMOLIC. Lastly, there are 0 students out of our survey got obesity BMI. I believe most of KPM students practice a lot of ways to reduce obesity. As an example, avoid processing food in their daily food intake. As we know, in KPM IMOLIC, there are a lot of cafes selling processing food, but I believe most of them avoid from buying in order to take care of their body image. Next, I would say there are 2 solutions of this issue. First, building eating habit. Second, taking care of our body. Right now, I would like to explain how to build eating habit in our daily life. We should set an example by eating healthfully and be a positive role model. This includes avoiding sugary, processed and greasy foods such as nuggets and wedges. And we should eating a varied diet with fruits and vegetables, whole grains, fiber, lean protein, and healthy fats in order to take care of our eating habit. And last but not least, we should take the time to enjoy and celebrate meals with family and friends. Next, I would like to explain how to take care of our body. Taking care of our body through physical activity, such as exercise, walking, and cycling, has several positive health effects, and studies have shown that it may even enhance our perception of our own body. We have to ensure adequate rest, try to engage in at least 30 minutes of moderate physical activity each day. To feel the best condition of our body, and to achieve a more positive body image, make sure we must sleep in for 8 hours every night. And that's all for my part. Thank you.